In this video, I want to answer the question, what is Kaizen? Kaizen creates change. The word comes from the Japanese roots kai, meaning change, and zen, meaning for good. And change comes from action. It's usual in my videos to answer the why question first. But do we really need to answer the why question here? After all, Neil Young tells us that rust never sleeps. If things aren't getting better, then they're getting worse. Now, many people equate Kaizen with continuous improvement, but that is not correct. Kaizen just means change, which can be continuous change or it could be discontinuous change. Kaizen can equally apply to the day-to-day small improvements we make, or it can apply to a massive overhaul, a huge set of improvements happening together. That said, most often Kaizen does refer to the continuous improvement processes that organizations are seeking to put in place. So Kaizen usually refers to a long-term approach to small, incremental improvements that try to make a difference to quality or performance or economy, day to day, week to week, accumulating over a period of time to a significant change. Therefore, we can contrast Kaizen on the one hand and something like business process engineering or business process improvement on the other. The one is typically incremental in nature, the other usually focuses on a massive and discontinuous overhaul in how we do things. And Kaizen can be applied to any sort of work. It started in the manufacturing sector, in the Toyota production system, but now it can be applied to anything. It is just a principle. So we can apply it to processes, to development, to engineering, to operations, and of course, to project management. Ideally, Kaizen will become embedded in the way we do things, whether it's operationally or within our project, and then it becomes everybody's responsibility. Indeed, if you think about it, it is the people who are doing the work day to day which will have the best understanding of what small improvements we could make to get better results. So Kaizen is fundamentally a democratic bottom-up process of improvement. As a project manager, you should be asking your team members how they can do things better, what you can do better, what changes we need to make to project processes and procedures. The thinking behind Kaizen was originally introduced into Japan and into the Toyota production system by W. Edwards Deming. And Emperor Hirohito honored Deming for his work and its contribution to the growth of post-war industry in Japan. When the Toyota production system included Kaizen, it really took off and became popular around the world because it got packaged in with other fantastic ideas like Kanban, waste, and lean. Indeed, another Japanese word that is often associated with Kaizen is muda, waste, because of course Kaizen is designed to eliminate all forms of waste. And we have a video on muda, mura, and muri that you can look at if you want to learn more about the Japanese concepts of waste and how they apply to project management. At the heart of Kaizen is the Deming cycle, which is also known as the Shewhart cycle or the PDCA cycle, which stands for plan, do, check, and act. It's a constant cycle of improvement. We plan the improvements we're going to make, we try them out, we check to see if they are working better, and we act to correct them if they're not, before planning the next set and going around the cycle again. Deming documented his approach to continuous improvement in his book Out of the Crisis, and in that he gives a number of imperatives. And the first is to improve what you do. We also need to build quality into what we're doing and the things we're producing. We need to adopt a whole life costing approach, which is hugely valuable in evaluating projects, and we need to work consistently to improve efficiency and productivity. We need to use training to improve productivity and to develop people. And we must find ways to lead those people in ways that allow them to perform at their best and make the best possible use of their time and the assets that they use. We need to both break down silos and the silo mentality, but also give people autonomy, the ability to act on their own initiative and to find their own solutions to their day-to-day problems. People need to take a pride in the work they do, and we need to make them responsible for the day-to-day continuous improvement of your project or of their operation. I've said that Kaizen is usually regarded as a continuous improvement, but it doesn't need to be. And sometimes Kaizen can be used to create a discontinuous change. And this is becoming more popular. It's often called a Kaizen Blitz or a Kaizen event. Kaizen Blitz is a concentrated attempt to make a number of small improvements to a constrained part of what you're doing in order to effect a significant uplift in performance, in quality, or possibly in cost reduction. And anyone who makes a big contribution to one of these Kaizen events gets the name Zenkai. So Kaizen means improvement or change for good, and we should be applying it on every project we do. Please do give a thumbs up if you've learned from this video. I'll be creating loads more great project management content for you, so please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of it. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.